Ah, I'm up.
Hello. I know, I'm looking over there.
And we're like, what's happening? Oh,
We're both
here
like,
comes the
hey,
table.
we're motioning.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, let's talk about Technique for a second, our own brand of really high-end cookware here at QVC, so thoughtfully designed. This is the 4.2-quart nonstick cast aluminum Braiser with the glass lid. $35.98 brings it home. Comparable retail value is $60 and change, so hello. And it's $11.99 on an easy pay. I don't think I have my card in front of me, but this is midnight.
Here we go.
Oh, here it is? Ah, thank you. Didn't see it. Not that I wrote much on it. Here's the midnight blue.
That's the blue.
Midnight blue. Then we have the crimson red down below right here. I don't want to touch it. I know everything's hot. Crimson red.
And that's the black.
And then right over here is going to be the black. But we'll get to those in a second. It's all the same colors that you know from Technique. But K99456, why do we need a Braiser?
So first of all, with Technique, we wanted to use the best materials for the best pieces in your kitchen. So because this is a Braiser and a larger piece, we did cast aluminum. So you get that heavy, thick gauge without the weight being overly cumbersome in the kitchen. So it's lighter in weight, but thicker in gauge. But then cast aluminum transfers and heats up evenly. So you get high heat searing to low and slow simmering, and then ceramic nonstick, so everything comes out like a breeze. And then induction compatible. So the base has an impact bonded base, so you can use it on induction, gas, and electric. But here's why we love cast aluminum. So you come into the pan here in the stove.
So good.
I'm searing at a high heat these short ribs, right? And you see how it caramelizes and browns the short ribs and gives you that perfect caramelization, right? So you get even heat, but also allows you to do high heat. But now, what I do is after I've seared everything, then I'm going to add in my vegetables, because what I want to do is I want to do low and slow. So I'll add in my aromatics.
Your celery.
Okay, my celery, my onions, my carrots. And then we'll always, whenever you do a braise, you want to put a little bit of tomato paste.
So it thickens up.
And then, of course, our stock.
Is that beef stock?
This is beef stock, okay? And I just want you to look in the pan. When I talked about even heating, notice how the entire pan is simmering from edge to edge. I'm going to add a little bit of red wine.
Okay.
And now we take this and put our Cook and Look glass lid. Now, the glass lid has, I don't know if you can really catch it here, but it's got these little dents here on the side of the glass. It's really hard to see on camera that allow just enough steam to escape. So that's going to give you that perfect braise. Now I put the lid on.
Do you stir it first? You put it in just like that?
Oh yeah, I give it a little stir.
You would,
absolutely.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm just learning because I want to make this.
No. So now you also, what you would put in here, which I actually don't have on the table here, but a little sprig of some rosemary and some garlic in there.
Okay.
Take this. Now the tomato paste is going to help thicken that up. So take this.
Okay.
To your oven. These are oven safe to 450 degrees. Okay. And here we have.
Do you need another glove?
No, I'm good right here.
Oh,
here we have a finished one, so I want you to see. Now, what's great about this is not only did I sear at a high heat, but then that cast aluminum is going to also allow it to braise and simmer without overcooking. So you get the perfect, and I mean perfect,
oh my
ribs.
goodness.
Look at these.
This
Look at
is heaven.
You want to talk about braised short ribs.
Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. It's perfection. It's already falling off the bone.
I know, it's falling off the bone. So I'm going to put these over here.
That is comfort food like none other right there.
I think we need the sauce on it.
Yeah, ladle some of that on top of that. Come on now.
Look at this. Here we go. So you know what? I said it before with Technique. We have our hard anodized that we do in our saute pans and our traditional cookware. But with this Braiser, we really wanted to have the right material. And that cast aluminum, like I said, makes it super durable and heavy duty in gauge, but not heavy in weight.
But not super heavy.
So let's talk about the nonstick. I said ceramic nonstick.
Smells like heaven.
Okay.
Sent down from the heavens above.
Right here is
that is the most mac and cheese I've ever seen.
4 quarts of mac and cheese, right? So watch this. I just want to bear with me. Now at home, you're just going to serve out of this, but just so you can see, look at the way this nonstick works. Okay. I mean, literally the food glides out. See how the cheese is sheeting? We baked all this mac and cheese. I'm making a bit of a mess here to make a point, but look at the bottom of this. Look how the cheese just sheets away. And if you wanted to, you could literally just wipe it. You see how it just literally wipes off? That's how great this nonstick is.
You made a real mess.
Yeah, I know. not making a big mess. But it always amazes me at, you know.
That's incredible.
So you can
Look
sear.
how like piping hot this is. Like this is the real deal, straight out of the oven, slid right out of the pan, ooey gooey, crispy on top. 4 quarts of that.
4 quarts, and this is a great size too. So when you think about a braiser, if you look at it, it's wide, but still deep enough to braise, to add liquid, but wide enough so that you can sear a lot of things. This right here is a little chicken cacciatore,
That's what I thought.
So we seared the chicken at a high heat,
chicken
lowered
thighs.
Chicken thighs with the skin
on.
Then we added in our sauce, our peppers, our onions, and we're doing this on induction. So we said it before, it's induction capable, so you can cook on multiple cooking surfaces. Gas, doesn't matter. Electric.
So you sear it in like a little bit of oil first?
Sear it in oil so
and
you
then
get a nice,
added all
you want
the
to get
sauce
the skin.
and the peppers and everything.
That's right.
And then just let it
And
braise.
then you turn it down to that low and slow. And notice how when you're using something with red sauce, think about how many times if you don't have the right equipment, you burn the sauce. Well, this is the even heating. I keep talking about aluminum. This is evenly heating the sauce so it's not scalding the sauce.
Right. And that is 6 whole chicken thighs. Big whole chicken thighs with tons of extra sauce, because I love extra sauce, by the way.
And once again, I don't have to camera and catch, all that sauce, nothing sticks to the bottom, and notice how nothing burns in this pan. That's why I love cast aluminum. You get even heating so the sauce is cooked gently, even after I've done that high heat.
It smells so good. Can you save some of this for me for after the show? This girl is hungry.
I spilled a little mac and cheese.
I'll take the one. I'll take the mac and cheese straight off the table.
Off the table.
That's fine. I'll eat it right off the table. Look, this is customer top rated. You're looking at the crimson red. There's also a jet black and there's a midnight blue. It's K99, $4.56 and $11.99 on an easy pay.
Nice.
You better save me some of that food.